Hi everyone, I'm coming to you with another video. Finally, it's been a while, a lot has happened. So I'm coming to you with a video that I'm often requested to talk about on the Tickety Talk on Instagram. You already know what the title is of this video, so it's basically what a trans girl looks for in a guy. Typically, these men that are asking are really fond of trans girls. Some might say chasers. Some people are proud and out to be a trans chaser, although it sounds like the word and the connotations attached to being a chaser is quite gross actually. So I don't know really why they're like happy to be seen as a chaser. At least they're honest though. But that's the good part, because trans chasers are notorious for being very creepy, too forward, to this, that and the other regarding trans girls, because they prefer a chick with a dick. So we're often fetishized, but not in a very gross or egregious manner, as opposed to like down undercover, down low, stealth straight men where they are very transphobic on the outside, but it's a different matter when they're in your DMs or talking to you one-on-one. So what trans girls look for, I mean, it's pretty much to do with common sense. Like, we look to be treated as equals, we look to be treated with respect, we don't want to be fetishized unless we're monetizing off of it. I speak from experience. So we don't want to be fetishized, we don't want to be seen as anything other than the girls that we are, and we are women. So you need to remove the fact that we're transgender. I appreciate that you appreciate it, I appreciate that you respect us for being a different type of woman, but you have to realize, like, the questions that you're asking and the way you're asking it is like, I can never get a trans girl, I love trans women so much. But why? Not the fact that you like us, but why do you want to? You have to really question it. You have to really think about why you want a girl like us. Is it always revolving around sex? Are you always going to look at us in a sexual manner, or are you going to look at us as human beings and you prefer the company of a trans girl because they've been through a lot, so they must be a strong person, which I am. So do you like that aspect where it's almost a given that we've come to a place where we don't care, that we're just so, mostly speaking from experience, we're at a higher level of consciousness, higher level of like just being and navigating in life, and just truly being ourselves basically? Is that what you're attracted to? I think you need to rephrase how you're asking it or why you're asking it, and just understand that we are just girls. Yes, we are a different type of girl, but we don't and we shouldn't let being trans rule our existence and be our identity. We are more than just being a transgender girl or boy or whatever. So it's not necessarily really healthy for you to constantly ask, or I know mostly it comes from a good place, but it's not a really healthy narrative to put on us, essentially saying that, how do we get with girls like you? How do we do this? How do we do that? And I would say it's just like, how do I get with you, Shauna, versus trans girls? Like, I've been trying to get into a trans girl's DM so much, nobody notices me, whatever. But it's kind of gross, it's verging on creepy. That's why it's not really a compliment to be called a chaser, because it's just creepy. And I'm sorry to say that, but you need to realize that you want to get with the person, the girl, versus just trans people. How did it sound if, like, oh, I love black women, I just want to be with a black girl, ebony queen, that porn category is weird, you're a weirdo. I'm so sorry about it, but it's not the proper and correct etiquette. You don't do that in life. You just want to be with that person because they are that person, versus they are a type of person. Yes, some people find like blondes and brunettes more attractive. Yes, there's nothing wrong with finding a chick with a dick more attractive because they are hot, i.e. me, but don't let that be your entire thing. your shtick when you're going after someone, because you want to humanize it. So if you want some tips, you want to treat that person as a human. Trans is just a part of their life. Don't focus on that, and don't just hunt for trans girls. Just go after girls that you like. And yes, there are preferences, like I would like a guy that's taller than me, tall, dark and handsome, skinny because he's got a big so you can do it in a more tasteful way is what I'm trying to say. And don't go into anything where it's like that's the focal point, basically, because it makes it a weird and uncomfortable situation, even if your intentions aren't bad or weird or gross. It's just a bit dirty feeling, like it really is. And I can't speak on every trans girl's behalf, but I know that is what the majority of us feel like. At least I do a lot. So we just want to be treated as girls, as humans. Judge me on my personality, my outlook in life, and who I am as a human. Like, I keep revolving around to the basics, but I feel like in life you get so caught up in like living, breathing as you should do to survive. You get so caught up in life, and you lose the basics. You lose what you're taught at nursery and primary school, because you're constantly trying to outdo something at the workplace, reach this, reach that, have a lot of goals set, and then you just lose yourself in the process at times, because you can always go back to yourself and who you are at the core. But life is, nobody teaches you how to adult. So life is really, really hard sometimes. Adulting is really, really hard. So just really focus on the basic core fundamentals of what a human being is, how human beings should interact with each other, what your definition of a good person is. And if it's not resonating with people, if it's not working, then check yourself, or ask a friend to check yourself, or educate yourself. And don't pressure or don't make people feel uncomfortable and leave comments behind of like, oh, how do I get with trans girls? I've been trying to get with trans girls, but I have had no luck. How do I do it? And yeah, just really think about like what you're saying and how you're going about it. Not that it offends me per se, but it makes me feel strange. It doesn't insult me, but it makes me feel strange. And it puts a lot of like weird expectations on me to answer it in a digestible and friendly manner. Because honestly, sometimes I just cackle to myself and I'm like, what, is that really a question? Or I say something in my head and I'm just like, oh, what's going on? But I hope this like answers your question in a roundabout, long-winded way. And I hope I haven't offended anyone. I'm trying not to, but I'm just speaking my truth in a respectful manner. So this is what a trans girl looks for in men, i.e. chasers or allies of the trans experience. I hate recording on my fucking phone because it always like shuts off. So I don't know where I really left off, but probably good because I kept rambling. But again, just to surmise everything, just look for the person that you just want to pursue and humanize the experience, and don't make them feel like you're only looking for them, even if you have a preference for it. But don't make them feel like you're only looking for them to sexualize and exploit their transness for your own personal pleasure. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and follow me on Instagram, because I'm a baddie. I'm a South Asian trans baddie doing bits. Help me to help you, whatever that word. And if you really like me and you're really into me, like some of you say you are, then go follow me, subscribe on my Only Trans page, and support your girl. Help me to achieve my dreams by following my socials, so I can take over the world as the prettiest trans girl ever to exist. Thank you again so much for watching, and let me know what you want to see next. Bye.